Hey!
Look, a new face. Are you just gonna stand around here, or have you come to help me?
Franco sent me. He says you could use some help. So, what's up?
The swamp sharks are coming a little too close for me. High time to finish off a few of them.
What do I get for my help?
Franco will let you rot here if you do nothing. If you want to get into the camp, you'll have to lend a hand. You won't get any further here with just words. Besides, I can show you how to gut the beasts. But don't think Franco will send you straight into the camp just because we've had a little fun with the swamp sharks here. There are people out here who have been waiting a long time to get in. And the next one who gets in is me. And it better be me.
Show me how to gut animals.
If you want to learn something about blood flies, go to Ed Gore. He knows all about them. And if you want to gut swamp sharks or lizards, you have to know how to remove skins and teeth. I can show you that.
What's in the camp then?
The question is what isn't in the camp. There are no swamp sharks, no swamp holes, no swamp at all. Instead, they have booze and gold. As far as I know, they even have a woman. Got it?
I'll come.
Yeah. You just run away. I'll stay here and stop everything that gets too close.
Hey, you! Let's attack the swamp sharks.
You figured out how to get ahead here. I'm pleased. Psst. Hey, you hear that? Oh yeah, I hear them.
I see. And what do we do now?
They're coming. They've got an appetite for a bite of human flesh. Well, we'll see who gets eaten here. Let's go. The only good swamp shark is a dead swamp shark. That'll be a warning to their brothers.
All right. Is there anything else to do? Otherwise, I'll take off.
Do that. If you want to learn anything else, you know where to find me.
As if I didn't have enough, I wouldn't have done that.
I helped Logan.
I couldn't care less.
Okay, so you fought the swamp sharks. You're useful, at least more so than most of the guys here.
There's more, believe me. No time for things like that.
So can I go to the camp now?
Listen, there's another thing I need you for. A few days ago, I sent Edgar into the swamp. He was supposed to get me an old stone tablet, but he hasn't been seen since. See what he's doing, and bring me that damn stone tablet.
All kinds of rumors.
He thinks it's as easy as that.
So, where do I find this Edgar?
Do you want the easy way, or the fast way?
That will never change. It's no secret.
Tell me the easy way.
Follow the path to the front gate. Sancho should be standing
That was
there.
no big deal.
Go left from there, and follow the boardwalk.
I wouldn't have done
There are
that.
ruins everywhere. He's sitting around somewhere there. I assume he was smart enough to build himself a fire. You should be able to find that.
He really should have known better.
So,
Do you want to eat?
That's exactly what I said.
I'll take the fast way.
Okay. From here, go diagonally left past the boardwalk, into the swamp. There are ruins everywhere. He's sitting around somewhere there. I assume he was smart enough to build himself a fire. You should be able to find that.
It's no secret. Nobody wants
What about gold?
What?
Nobody ever
Do I
asks.
get anything for my work here in the swamp?
You want gold?
no secret.
Sure. How much do you want? 50 gold nuggets? 100? I'll give you as much
No
gold
secret.
as you can carry.
Practice more.
Who do you think you are? Are you trying to make a fool out of me? Now push off and do something. Otherwise, you won't get so much as 1 crumb of gold.
Things would have turned out differently if I hadn't been for us.
Nothing's ever gonna change that.
Hey! Franco sent me here about that stone tablet. Have you found it?
Man, I haven't even looked for it. All I know is it's supposed to be in this old building deep in the swamp. And my inner voice tells me, Edgar, stay far away from old buildings deep in the swamp. I certainly won't risk my ass for that bum Franco.
Where exactly is this old building?
Just go left past the big rock here. After a while, you'll come to another big rock. You have to go left or right past that one. I don't know anymore. It was too long ago. But the ruins are supposed to be on some sort of rise. All but hidden among plants. Maybe you'll get lucky and you won't find it. It was nice knowing you.
Did you see that? Did you see how much it took for this swamp shark collision to go away?
How's it going?
What do you want? Have you got anything to say to me? If not, you can just go away. Otherwise, my friend will make mincemeat of you. So what is it?
They say you have some interesting wares to offer.
So what? Estaban wants to jerk me around, eh? I do all the work and hide away here for days in this miserable hole, and he just sends someone to fetch the stuff? I'm not a warehouse.
Yeah, and that isn't my problem.
But I'm making it your problem. You want the delivery? Fine. You can pay for it. Get the gold from Estaban or Raven or I don't know where. I don't care. Whoever wants these goods will pay for them.
Show me what you have. I don't come from Estaban.
Oh? Well then. Hey, just a moment. Hold still for a second. You have a critter on your shoulder.
Attaboy! Yeah, that's the ticket.
Hey. How's it going?
I'm waiting until they ask for someone new and it's my turn. Of all the people that are out here, only Franco can get in. You're in for it.
Nothing to plunder. Nothing to be had there.
Now there's a sneaky King Sorrel here.
Nothing to plunder. I think I've found something. Nothing to plunder. Nothing there. Nothing there. Nothing there. Nothing to be had there. Nothing to plunder. Nothing to be had there. Nothing to be had there. Nothing to be had there.
Now this ring here is Ring of the Priests.
I found the stone tablet.
Really? You must be a brave guy. And you've certainly earned your way into the camp.
Would have turned out differently if it hadn't been for us.
They all ran like
that isn't true.
Here's the stone tablet.
Good, very good. Raven will be pleased with you.
That isn't true.
What about the camp now? Can I finally go in?
No, I already sent Logan in. He was ahead of you in the list. And at the moment, there's no need for another man in the camp. Besides, I can really use you here. Now that Logan isn't here anymore.
You swine. I'll get you.
You miserable little wretch. You want to mess with me? Just you wait.
And now for some action.
Hey, what happened down there?
I flattened Franco.
So? Then now it's your job to make sure the lazy dogs do their work every day.
Hey, I'm not here to be bothered with the hunters. I want to enter the camp.
Forget it. You did in Franco. Now you're the leader. So do your job.
If I'm the leader, then I decide who goes in next. And I decided that I'm next.
It isn't that easy. We haven't asked for anyone, so no one gets in.
Thoris can send a new leader for the hunters. Then there will be a vacancy inside for me.
You don't give up, do you? Okay. Then move your butt inside. Thoris will make sure that the hunters won't have to live without a leader. What are you waiting for? And get yourself a pickaxe.
Things I could tell you.
There've been all kinds of rumors.
How's it going?
Either you'll get eaten by a beast, or you'll get eaten by a beast. This swamp will be our grave.
What do you know about this valley?
There's lots of old stuff here. Raven's ordered us to gather up everything. No idea what he wants with it. But nobody in his right mind would risk his neck for a few old rocks.
Is there anything new?
We really put one over on those pirates. They provided us with prisoners, but never saw a coin for it. No wonder they're angry. But what can they do? Attack the camp?
Hey! How's it going?
I'm waiting until they ask for someone new and it's my turn. Now that Franco's dead, hopefully I have a better chance.
What can you tell me about the camp?
Watch out who you tangle with. If you start a fight for no reason, you'll have them all against you. Fast. Most of them are nervous about their gold, and some of the boys are watching out for each other.
What do you know about Raven?
He's the guy who first showed up here with his boys. He's the leader of the camp. You don't mess around with him, let me tell you. Once they needed 5 new men because he had taken out his anger on some of his own people.
Hey, are you the new guy who knocked down Franco?
That isn't true.
Yes, why?
Because now I have to take over his job. You did a great job. Thanks a lot.
I can get away with that. I'm staying out of it.
Nobody ever asks me.
And what's it like leading the hunters?
Leave me alone.
I'm staying out of it.
That move would cause more trouble. As if I didn't have enough problems.
Ah, who have we here then? Looky, looky. There you are. I've got good news and bad news for you.
First, tell me the bad news.
Raven is looking for you. So are his guards. Actually, all the bandits are looking for you. And if they find you, they'll kill you.
A lot of people have already tried that.
Then your combat skills are as good as your craftiness. Coming into the camp with some of our armor is like the sheep coming to the wolves. Your life is hanging by a thin thread, son of danger.
And what's the good news?
Well, I don't really know why, but you've made yourself a couple of powerful enemies. You can count yourself lucky that I recognized you and no one else. Because I am understanding and sociable.
How much do you want?
Oh, no, please. I don't want to extort gold from you. I wouldn't dream of it.
Then what do you want?
Recently, somebody tried to get Estaban out of the way, but he ran into the bodyguards. Go to Estaban and talk to him. Afterwards, we'll talk again.
Don't wake him.
What?
If you want to do yourself a favor, then stay away from Skinner. The fellow is unpredictable. He killed the last guy who woke him up. Let him sleep, for everybody's sake.
Are you a digger?
Because of the pants? Nah, I just wear them because they're comfortable. All I do here is cook meat stew. Here, you can try some. It'll make you strong. It's always important to train your strength. There are many dangers lurking out there. If you want, I can help you to get stronger.
Now this meat stew actually gives you strength.
Damn it. What's up? Why did you wake me, eh? I bet you don't even know. No, don't say anything. It's too late for excuses. Now you have two choices. You can fight me in my Betty, or you can try to run away. In your place, I'd run. Shit, that hurt.
Show him who's boss!
Watch out! That hurt.
Hang on!
Watch out! That hurt. Watch out!
Attaboy! Don't take any credit! Attaboy! Show him who's boss! Holy shit!
Get it all!
And this here is the best dexterity melee weapon in the game.
Hey, if you're looking for a decent trader here in the camp, then you just found him. My hut is right behind Estaban, so if you need anything, come on by.
Anything's possible.
So you're the fellow who fought his way into camp, huh?
That got around fast.
Franco was a tough nut. No one messed with him. No one. Except you. Just to make it clear, if you try the same shit with me, I'll kill you.
That's totally obvious.
I want to get into the mine.
Of course you do. Then you're in the right place with me. Because everyone who digs in the mine gets to keep a hefty share of the gold. and I hand out the red stones you need so that Thoris will let you in.
That will never change.
Give me one of those red stones.
Okay, but they aren't free. Normally, I demand a share of the gold the boys get for digging. How much do you know about mining gold, huh? You don't appear to know a whole lot about it. If I give you a redstone, it won't be because you're such a great digger. No. I have another job for you.
Turned out differently if it hadn't been for us.
I need better armor.
Why? You already have some.
It had to happen.
That's good enough for you now.
What sort of job?
One of the bandits planned to kill me, but instead, my guards killed him.
He was hot for your job, huh?
He was an idiot. A thug without a brain. He never would have got the idea to attack me on his own. Nah. He was only fulfilling a contract. Someone else sent him.
So, I'm supposed to find out who was behind it.
Whoever sent me this assassin will pay for it. Find him, and I'll let you into the mine.
Senyan sent me to you about this business.
Senyan? He also works for me. I told him he should keep his eyes open.
Nothing's ever gonna change that.
How should I go about it?
Everyone here in the camp knows about it. So you're playing with all your cards on the table, huh? Try to find out who's on my side and who isn't. And don't let the boys make a fool of you. Talk to Snaff. That fat cook picks up a lot.
He really should have known better.
About the assignment.
Listen, I have other things I have to take care of. Come back when you found out who the guy is.
I would have done
What do you know about the attempt on Esteban's life?
Listen, I don't want anything to do with that business, got it? I have my own worries. I'm a victim myself.
In what way?
I paid a lot of gold for my last delivery, but it never came. Some swine made off with it. I've been robbed, probably by some of our own people.
What sort of delivery?
A packet of lockpicks. Someone was supposed to get them from the pirates for me, but a guy named Juan snatched it away from me, including the gold that I paid for it. That bastard is hiding somewhere in the swamp.
I have your package.
Indeed. What about Juan?
He's dead.
Good. Then he can't cause me any more trouble. As far as you are concerned, I have a pretty good relationship with Fortuno. I'll see to it that you get your armor cheap from now on. Also, I'll give you one of my weapons. One hand washes the other. That hasn't changed since back then.
Juan worked for Estaban.
What?
Don't play games with me. You knew about it.
Fine, you're right. But I hope you also realize why I didn't tell you about it. Everyone in the camp knows you work for Estaban. I don't have any desire to get dragged into this business just because you're hot for a red stone.
I'm not really working for Estaban.
So? You want to pull the wool over the old swine's eyes? Then I'll give you some good advice. Keep it to yourself. When it comes to Estaban, trust no one. Not even me. Got it? Now enough about that. We don't want to be overheard.
Show me.
So yeah, you can open lockpick package for lockpicks.
Do you really think?
You know the rule. No one goes into the mine without a redstone tablet.
Forget the mine. I have to see Raven.
Even then, we have rules here and they apply to everyone, even to you. Go back. If you try to enter the upper square without permission, the other guards will kill you. Those are the rules. If you have a problem with that, go talk to Estaban. He's responsible for the camp.
Wait a minute.
Those are all just rules.
I have a stone tablet for you here.
You don't have the right stone. Only the red ones are important.
I've got no time for things like that.
Hey, what's with your armor? Where can I get armor like that?
You can't. This armor is reserved for Raven's Guard. I hardly think there's an entrance exam for new candidates. But the ultimate decision isn't mine, it's Raven's.
Don't you remember me from the old camp?
You were one of the prisoners. Maybe you were one of my guards. And? Does that make us allies now? No, it doesn't. Maybe you're the guy who brought down the barrier. Maybe you also killed my pals. So what? Those times are over. You want in? Then get yourself a red stone and don't waste my time.
It had to happen sooner or later.
Come on, let me in. For old time's sake.
Let me explain something to you. Do you know why I'm still alive? Because I've always been loyal to my people. I don't have to agree with everything Raven does, but I'll stick to the rules. And so will you.
It's important that I get to Raven.
Oh yeah? Do you really think you can make it through to him? His guards have orders not to let anyone in. You'd be dead before you even saw him. So knock that idea out of your head.
Nobody wants to know.
Do you really think?
Hey, you!
That will never change.
That will only cause more trouble.
Do you deal in smithy equipment?
Huno has steel. I only have a few lumps of ore, but I won't give that up. It's the only thing I have of value.
It's no secret.
Do you work for Huno?
I wanted to make up a bit of gold and took up with Huno, but since then, Estaban hasn't given me anything at all. He said he can't use me anymore. What else can I do but continue to slave away for Huno?
What do you know about the attempt on Estaban's life?
Nothing, man. I didn't have anything to do with it. What do you want from me?
You don't have to ask me that.
Everything else all right with you?
I just want to do my job, man.
You already know.
Hey! It looks like you're a master of your craft.
I've heard that before.
Did you bring the steel?
Steel? No, I think you're confusing me with...
Somehow you seem familiar. Do we know each other from somewhere?
Sure, from the old camp.
The old camp, right. You're that curious guy. I thought you was dead.
Yes, everybody thinks that. Who else survived?
A few. Some fled with Raven like I did. For a lot of others, the old camp became a grave.
Tell me about your escape.
Chaos broke out the day the barrier fell. Some hid, others fled, and there was a plundering everywhere.
What did you do?
I was about to leave the camp when it turned bright very suddenly, and a scorching pain ate through my skin. I'd been struck by damn lightning. It feels like I can still hear it. Later, someone told me that Thoris found me and took me with him.
I need better armor. Fisk said you'd give me a good price.
Fisk, you say? Well, I still owe him a favor.
I'm gonna buy it.
Okay, I'll take the armor.
Sure thing.
It's not like I need it, but why not?
About the attack on Estaban.
What do you want from me?
I'm looking for the person behind the attack.
And why are you coming to me about that?
I thought you might know something about that business.
I don't know anything.
I'm staying out of it.
Hi.
Hi, I'm Lenore. Welcome to the Diggers camp.
Diggers? I thought this was the bandits' camp.
Right, but the bandits are only here to dig. So,
Can you teach me anything about gold mining?
certainly. But if I teach you something, you'll be able to mine more gold.
That's why I'm asking.
Sure. But if you can mine more, it's only fair I get a share of it.
Well,
You might as well give him a share in advance. Or let's say 50 gold pieces.
teach me something about gold mining.
Good. Regular swings will take you forward. Don't overdo it, but also don't fall asleep swinging. And don't always strike at the same spot. Try to work around a good-sized nugget. Do that, and you're on the way to becoming a master digger.
About the attack on Estaban.
Yes?
Do you have any idea who was behind it?
Sure. Let me tell you, I bet that Emilio is behind this. He always ran to the mine like a crazy man. He dug as much as he could. But since the attack, he's been sitting on his bench, not budging an inch. It's obvious. To get into the mine, he has to have a red stone from Estaban. I bet he doesn't dare look him in the eye.
What would Emilio get out of Esteban's death?
What do I know? Maybe he has a pal in the mine who would take over Esteban's place then. Yeah, that would make sense.
Hey, you!
A dark cloud over the house. The one approaches with blood. Needed to call him. He who sees me. He sees me. Oh no. Go away. Be gone.
Are you all right?
Green novice. I cannot find it.
Here, take this swamp weed.
Not green. Not strong. Not green. Not strong.
How can I help you?
The green novice will help the novice.
So in his chest he had this.
Hi.
What you want?
Where do I get a pickaxe?
Go to Huno the Smith. But even if you have a pick, that don't mean that you can get into the mine. If you want to get in, you have to talk to Estaban. Don't even bother going to Thor's. He'll only let you in if you have a red stone.
Tell me, what do you think of Estaban?
Hey, he's the boss here. He's all right, I think. He always lets the good boys into the mine, the ones who know something about mining, I mean.
And you know something about mining?
I'm the best.
What do I have to know about mining gold?
Well, there's something you should know. Gold isn't ore. There's one damn important difference. I mean, what woman would hang a chain of ore around her neck? When picking, work from top to bottom. You can work the nuggets loose best that way. There are also diggers who do it the other way around, but it's far more difficult.
Can you judge my gold digging abilities?
Sure. I've been at this for over 35 years. There's nothing I can't assess. For you, I'd say you're a quite passable scraper.
About the attack on Estaban.
Yeah?
Do you have any idea who's behind this?
Why do you want to know?
I want to talk to the guy.
So? And what do you want from him?
Now it does matter what you say here.
I have some interesting information for him.
You're in cahoots with the guy who ordered the assassination, aren't you?
Absolutely not.
Good. I'll tell you what I know. When the attack took place, I was trying to get my pickaxe from Huno the Smith, but he wasn't there.
And?
Usually he's always there. Very suspicious if you ask me.
About the attack again.
I already told you everything I know.
Okay.
Same old thing all over again.
There've been all kinds of rumors.
Huno is suspected of having something to do with the attack.
I don't know anything about it.
But you work for Huno, so you do know something.
I know nothing. Honest, I have to go now.
Wait a minute.
Things I could tell you.
Do you know what Estaban will do to you when he finds out you're covering for Huno?
Man, leave me alone. I don't have anything to do with that business.
They all were my habits. I was completely...
Tell me what you know now, or I'll slam you into the wall, Paul.
You can't rough me up just because you work for the boss.
I can.
Cut the crap.
Paul.
All I know is that Huno has a bone to pick with Estaban. He's constantly going on at me about that Estaban, that he screwed up business for him and so on. I only listened and never said anything.
Exactly. You see, that wasn't so bad.
I wouldn't have done that.
I've talked to Estaban.
And did he tell you about the attack?
He ordered me to find out who sent the assassin. Do you know anything about that?
No more than you do. I'm also on the hunt for the guy behind it. And now we come to the interesting part.
Let's hear it.
I want you to do your job well. I want you to find the traitor, and when you have found him, I want you to kill him for me. Then I will pocket the reward. I have your wanted poster. Don't forget that. Do your job and do it well. You can figure out what will happen otherwise.
Forget it.
Then what do I still need you for, you bum?
Hey, people! Look who we have here!
Finish him! That's the ticket. Holy shit! What you waiting for?
Let him have it!
Holy shit!
Tell me, why did Senyan yell, "Look who we have here"?
Unpaid debts. Do you have a problem with that?
No, man, I don't have a problem with it. Quite the opposite. The bastard worked for Estaban.
You look like a digger.
I am a digger. The last time I was in the mine, I worked my ass off.
What happens to the gold from the mine?
Doris collects it and then distributes it. No one is allowed to keep what he mines. Everybody gets only a part of the gold. That way even the hunters and guards get their share. I think that's okay. Since we've had that rule, there have been fewer deaths and the miners still get more than the guys who hang around outside.
What do you know about the attack?
Hey man, I didn't have anything to do with it.
Why aren't you in the mine now?
I was in the mine long enough and slaved away until I was about to fall over. Now I need a few days rest. Before I get my next redstone.
What do you have against Estaban?
All that swine thinks about is money. Every few days one of us gets eaten by a crawler. But Estaban just won't send any fighters into the mine. And why? Those guys belong to Raven's bodyguards, and Estaban is scared shitless to tell them. He'd rather let us get killed.
What's the deal with these red stones?
That's something Thoris and Estaban thought up. Thoris takes care of the gold distribution, and Estaban organizes the workers for the mine. Of course, he doesn't want to run to Thoris every time he sends someone to the mine. That's why he gives us one of those red stone tablets, and Thoris lets us in then. It's like a pass.
Leonard told me a bit about you.
Leonard? That guy's an idiot. You must have noticed.
He said you haven't been in the mine since the attack happened.
I don't know anything.
Help me find out who was behind the attack.
No, I don't want anything to do with it.
If an idiot like Leonard notices that you're behaving oddly, it won't take long before Estaban finds out too.
Shit. I'll tell you one name. Nothing more.
I'm listening.
Huno. Go to Huno. He must know something about this business.
How's it going with you?
Well, at least I'm in now. Lucia brews some wicked liquor. But Estaban won't let me into the mine. At any rate, not yet. He's given me another job.
And? What does he want from you?
There was an attempt on Estaban's life. He wants to know who's behind it. Estaban thinks that Snaf is involved. I'm supposed to keep an eye on him.
What do you know about the attempt on Estaban's life?
You're looking for the guy who's behind it, huh? But I don't know anything about it. How could I? I was still in the swamp then.
I'll come back later.
Do you want to eat or chatter? What'll it be?
What's on the menu?
I want to try out a new dish. Fire strips and hammer sauce.
Hammer sauce?
A sauce made from hammer-hard booze. I have a recipe from a guy called Lou. You get the ingredients and distill the booze up on the alchemist's bench. Then I'll make a sauce out of it. What do you think?
Fire strips?
Crisp, delicately roasted meat mixed with pickled fireweed. But don't worry, I already have the ingredients for that.
Okay, I'll do it.
All right, here's the recipe.
What do you know about the attack?
The thing with Estaban? You know how it is. The barkeeper hears everything, but never takes sides.
So do you know something?
I didn't say that.
If you were in my place, what would you do?
I would think about what I know about the guy behind it. First, it was probably one of the bandits. That means he's here in the camp. Second, that he's here in the camp means that he is watching you. Third, as long as he thinks that you're on Estaban's side, he'll never reveal himself to you. So, the interesting question is, what are your chances of finding your man?
What are my chances of finding my man?
You bumped off one of Estaban's people. The man you're looking for will believe you're on his side. But he won't just reveal himself to you. You'll have to find out more.
Thanks.
Hey, I didn't tell you anything you didn't already know. Got it?
What do people here think of Estaban?
You'll have to be a bit more precise. Each piece of information will cost you...
How much?
10 gold pieces.
What do you think of Estaban?
Whoever talks about him is soon dead.
So there's a note here. Explaining that Lou got eaten by swamp sharks. I already got the key from the swamp shark. Making green novice for Fortuno. I could also make Lou's hammer or double hammer myself, but I don't have to do it myself.
What do you know about the attempt on Estaban's life?
Nothing at all.
And? How's it going?
Listen, if you want something to eat, go to Snaff. If you want something to drink, you're in the right place.
What do you drink here, then?
We only have a little beer. The only beer on the island was brought by the Paladins. Just about the only good thing those fellows brought with them. Otherwise, we drink booze. I got moonshine, grog, and white rum. You should try that. I got the recipe from Samuel. The old boy really knows his trade.
Aren't you from Corinus?
Don't remind me. My life in that city was horrible. While the ships with the new convicts kept coming in, there was still life in the town. But all those other guys? No thanks. Maybe it's because we're on an island. Well, those days are over. I'm finished with Eldritch.
Why?
He's a wimp. When the bandits dragged me off, he didn't lift a finger to help me.
What are you planning to do?
We'll see. For now, I'll stay here with Snaff, Fisk, and the others. Have you already talked to Thoris? Oh, Enos, is that a hunk of a man? Excuse me. Let's get back to your question. I haven't set a goal. I'm only drifting.
You're not very fond of the Paladins, are you?
Those fanatical murderers in the pay of the fire magicians? No. But Lord Hagen occupies the city with his thugs, and everybody bows down to him. And I didn't want to do that. I wasn't going to wait until they closed down the Red Lantern and locked me up.
So now, since I'm not a paladin, I can't talk more about paladins.
Can you teach me something?
Only too gladly. You can train your dexterity with me.
I want to become more dexterous.
Come back once you have more experience.
Give me something to drink.
Ring of Dexterity. Now with that... I could get a bit more dexterity. But not by much. So for now, I don't need it. Now I'm quickly gonna go to Pirate Camp to get some stuff.
Who said that? Nobody wants to know.
He was falling down drunk.
That was no big deal.
Hey, Brandon is still here. Look at that.
I've got a recipe for you.
Great. Let me see. What kind of recipe?
It's from Snaff.
But it sounds terrible. I must try it at once.
Be careful. That's absolutely deadly stuff.
You're scaring me, but I'll give it a try anyway.
I want something stronger.
Name your poison.
I want Lou's hammer.
Great stuff. Put it down the hatch.
I want Lou's hammer.
Great stuff. Put it down the hatch.
Give me a double. A double hammer.
Don't do anything you might regret, kid. I hope you don't want this for yourself.
Give me a double. A double hammer.
Don't do anything you might...
I'm gonna buy lots of these. Okay, so I have 78 of these. I also need 10 grogs.
I've come to...
I hope...
I know who murdered Angus and Hank.
Who? Who did it?
His name is Juan. He's one of the bandits.
You've got to do that bastard in, do you hear me? He must not get away with this.
Juan is history.
And? Did he suffer?
Come off it, kid.
Oh well, just as long as you killed the swine.
About that grog. Here's your 20 bottles.
What? Really? Just like that?
Well...
Okay, I'll pay for them.
Haven't you got anything more interesting than gold?
Let's see. I've got this ring here. I won it gambling in a filthy dockside tavern years ago. Back then, the guy told me it was magic. No idea whether that's true. Maybe you want that instead of money.
Nah, money's better.
Give me the money.
All right.
I know who murdered Angus and Hank.
Good for you. They're both dead. So who cares now? No pirate ever got rich through vengeance. Just as long as I have my grog back.
So that dialogue is different if you don't give him the grog beforehand. I believe I did show that on my Paladin playthrough.
Let...
Green.
Here, take this green novice.
My head. Fortuno. What is wrong?
So tell me what is wrong with you.
Once, I belonged to the Brotherhood of the Sleeper. Everything was all right back then. Fine. We were all condemned criminals. But for us novices, life was free from care.
Hey, I was a prisoner in the Valley of Mines myself. Tell me something new.
I don't remember anything. Darkness lies across my mind.
Come on, concentrate. What happened? When did you come back to your senses?
Raven. I only remember Raven and dark rooms.
What about Raven? What did he do to you?
I'm sorry. It's as though my mind were held prisoner. I don't understand it myself.
There must be a way to refresh your memory.
Yes, maybe there is a way. The gurus knew of various forms of altering the spirit and the will.
Do you remember anything about that?
No, I'm afraid this knowledge vanished with the gurus.
Damn. Well, if there is a way to free your spirit, I'll find it.
Treated like that.
Can't rely on that.
Secret. Why haven't I heard of this?
Hey! Fortuno is pretty confused and could use a potion to restore his memory.
Fortuno? That's Raven's servant, no?
He was. Now he's just a wreck. And it's Raven's fault.
Raven? Until now, I thought a lot of him. All right. But here in the swamp, I can't brew any potions.
I could brew the potion. There's an alchemist's bench in the camp. I just need the recipe.
Be careful with this recipe. Brewing this potion is dangerous. If something goes wrong in the brewing, or one of the ingredients isn't right, the potion will be deadly.
I'll be careful.
Now this is the recipe for which you need to know how to extract bloodfly secretion from the bloodfly sting. I did show it in the Paladin playthrough, so basically if you don't know how to extract it and you make a potion, you can drink it, Fortuno can drink it. If either of you drink it without you knowing how to take out the poison, you both die.
I distilled the booze.
Excellent. Then I'll finish it. Here, you can try a portion right away. That'll put some strength in your arm. Oh, and if I can help you again, for you, all information is free from now on.
What do people here think of Estaban?
You'll have to be a bit more precise.
What about Finn?
A good digger. He has a nose for gold. Estaban favors him because of it. I think he's in pretty good standing with him.
What does Lenar think about Estaban?
As far as I can tell, Lenar doesn't think at all.
Emilio, what does he think about Estaban?
I don't think he'll bring any flowers to Estaban's grave, if you know what I mean.
What about Fisk?
Fisk is Fisk. He pays his share to Estaban and distributes the goods he mostly gets from the pirates. I don't think he really cares about Estaban.
What does Juno think of Estaban?
Ah, Juno. I know almost nothing about him. That information is, of course, free.
What about Paul?
I don't think he particularly likes Estaban. Since he's been working for Juno, he'll never get into the mine.
I have a potion for you. It will help you to remember.
I trust you.
And?
Ah! I remember again. Now I see. Adanos, be with me. What have I done?
Yes, what have you done? And above all, what has Raven done?
I helped him to make contact with him. He wanted various elixirs. I brewed them for him. He tried to open the portal to get into the temple.
Why? What does he want in the temple?
A powerful artifact. It lies buried together with the one who once bore it. A mighty warrior who fell to him.
And then?
We couldn't open the portal, but Raven was sure that he could. If he had the tomb of the priest excavated, that's why he brought the slaves here. Victims he could force to dig where the powers of time lie at rest.
Tomb of the priest?
The resting place of a priest of Adanos. It lies in the mine. I also remember the stone tablets. He believed that they would show him the way. And once he was able to decipher the characters on them, he no longer needed me. He put a spell of forgetfulness on me. And you have freed me.
What do you know about the attempt on Estaban's life?
Attack? Sorry, I was absent for some time. I don't know anything about it.
Do you need more swamp weed?
Yes, definitely. I will buy all the swamp weed you can get your hands on. I'll even pay you more for it than Fisk.
I've got swamp weed for you.
I'm staying out of it.
I've heard a few things about you.
So?
I heard that you weren't in your place when the attack occurred.
What else?
Paul said you hate Estaban.
So? Did he? What else?
Emilio spat out your name. You definitely know something about the attack.
You've been having a chat with old Emilio, eh?
And he isn't the only one who suspects you.
What's that supposed to mean, huh?
I want to join forces with the assassin.
Against Estaban, really? Then prove it. I've been waiting for too long for a delivery of steel from the pirates. I suspect that Estaban captured it in order to sell it to me later at a higher price. Of course, he won't do that himself. A couple of bandits in the swamp are on his payroll.
How do you know that?
Drunken bandits talk too much.
Does this talkative bandit have a name?
His name is none of your business, but the guy you're looking for is called Juan. Anyway, I haven't seen him in the camp for a long time. You'll have to look for him in the swamp.
Okay, I'll do it for you.
Good. We'll see if you can be trusted.
I have the steel.
And? Was Juan there too?
He was.
I knew it. That rat Estaban was behind it.
Now, what about our agreement?
The man you want to talk to is waiting for you in the bar. Talk to the barkeeper.
Huno sent me.
Looks like you found your man. Go on up to the next floor. Someone's waiting for you.
So you were behind the attack.
Yes, Estaban is in the way of my business. He won't let any of the bandits who work for me into the mine. He's making sure that everyone works for him, and only for him. That way, he can pocket a percentage of every deal and control the whole camp.
I could sell you to Estaban.
And then? What do you think will happen then? Do you think he'll give you what you want? Forget it! I have a better plan.
Do you want to take his place?
No, I'm a traitor. I just want to go about my business in peace.
What are you planning?
We'll get Estaban out of the way. That means you will kill him and take his place.
As long as his bodyguards are with him, I don't have a chance.
Then we'll have to get them to leave by telling the truth.
What truth?
You have done your job. You know that I was behind the attack. Tell Estaban, and he'll send his boys to kill me. I'll expect them here. When they're gone, you can deal with the bastard and I'll take care of the guards.
They all ran like rabbits. I was completely alone.
That will never change.
About the assignment.
Listen, I have other things I have to take care of.
I thought you might be interested in knowing who was behind the attack.
Who is it?
As if I didn't have
Tell me his name so my guards can wring his neck.
The traitor Fisk is behind it. At the moment, he's sitting in the bar unsuspecting and drinking.
Ha! Well done, kid. My guards will take care of him. You heard him, boys. Go get Fisk.
And what happens next?
What happens next? I'll tell you what happens. Fisk will die a painful death, and everyone in the camp will find out about it. That'll be a warning to all of them.
Do I get a red stone now?
Yeah, you did your job well. Someone like you has no business in the mine. I can use you much better out here. You'll stay in the camp and continue working for me.
Sooner or later.
Are you trying to play me for a fool? There was never a question of me working for you.
It isn't everyone who gets an offer like this, but if you don't want it, you're free to leave the camp.
How about if you keep your word and give me a red stone?
Hey, one more word. My guards will have to hurt you too.
What guards?
What? Oh, I see. You're trying to pull a fast one. Just you wait.
Holy shit! Attaboy! That's the ticket. Don't take any crap. Don't take any crap, boss. Don't take any crap. That's the ticket. Don't take any crap.
Before I continue this, I want to show something quickly.
How's it going?
Wait a minute. Don't I know you from somewhere? I used to say that myself. No, you're not him. Go on, piss off.
That?
I'm staying out of it.
He was falling down drunk.
Everything all right?
Touch Estaban, and I'll chop you to pieces.
And now if you skip through the dialogue,
I used to say that myself.
Do you really think?
What?
I've got no time for things like that.
Hey, one more word. My guard.
What guards?
What? Oh, I see. You're trying to pull a.
What you waiting That's the ticket. Don't take any crap. Show him who's boss. Attaboy. Holy shit! Don't take any crap.
So yeah, Fisk doesn't actually kill the guards.
That's totally obvious.
They're just killed off screen with a dialogue.
You have to feel sorry for the poor.
Hey, you! Estaban is finished.
I've waited for this for a long time. I think you've got things to do now, and I need to go back to my business. So, if you need anything else, you know where to find me.
There've been all kinds of rumors.
I used to say that myself.
He was falling down drunk.
Put away that weapon.
Turned out differently if it hadn't been for us.
I wouldn't have done that.
Will you put away that damn weapon?
Things I could tell you.
You
I wanna
asked for
take
it.
this guy out.
He was falling down drunk.
That isn't true.
Yes, run as fast as you can.
That was no big deal.
You don't have to ask me. You don't have to ask me.
You really should have known better.
Yes, run as fast as you can.
Will you stop it now?
So I wanted to take Paul out, mainly to take his lump of ore. Now, since I don't need lump of ore,
Nothing's ever gonna change that.
I'm not gonna kill him. But that is one way how to get lump of ore.
Hey! I have a stone tablet for you here.
You don't have the right stone. Only the red ones are important.
That's no secret.
I have a red stone tablet here.
Okay. You killed Estaban, so you will do his job now. They have a few problems with mine crawlers in the mine. 3 diggers have bought it already. It's your job to provide replacements.
And when can I finally get into the damned mine?
Do your job. Afterwards, you can do what you want.
Things I could tell you.
Do you really think?
You don't have to tell me that.
Another way to get the ore is to do this.
You're needed in the mine.
Finally. Here, I want you to have my ore for that.
Do you really think?
He gives you 2 lumps of ores this way.
You don't have to tell me.
But since I don't need lump of ore, I'm gonna send this guy.
You're needed in the mine.
You really do have a red stone for me. Excellent. Now I'll work that damned rock to crumbs. I already know exactly where I'll go. One more thing. If you go mining, watch out that you don't strike too hard. Otherwise, your pickaxe will get wedged in the gold.
Then send this guy.
You're needed in the mine.
Sure thing, boss. You want to see the best in the mine? Then I'll get back to it. Oh, something else. I'll let you in on a digger's secret. Now and then it's a good idea to give it a really good whack. If you've hacked a couple of times and nothing has come out, then drag the point of the pick sideways across the rock. With a little luck, you'll get several chunks at once that way.
And then send this guy. Because this guy also gives you digging experience.
You're needed in the mine.
So you did it, huh? Okay. Good thing you didn't leave me hanging.
He doesn't give you XP right away, but he does give you mining XP.
And there's more, believe me.
You know what?
You already...
Since I took Logan as a paladin, I'm gonna change my mind. I'm gonna take this guy. I'm gonna take this guy. And Paul. Yeah, let's send Paul in.
I'm staying out of it.
That's nothing new.
Tell me that isn't true.
Why not?
That's nothing new.
Hey, you! I sent out 3 guys.
All right. Then as far as I'm concerned, you can go in.
I've got no time for things like that.
Halt!
Get out of my way, guard.
All right, you can pass.
Wait a minute.
I've activated another one of the teleporter stones. Give me the next focus.
Of course. Here it is. Here are a few gold coins.
Nothing there.
So, on your way to the mine?
Yes.
Then watch out for yourself. Watch out better than these guys who are scattered all over the place here did.
Why? Are they dead?
They worked themselves to pieces.
Now up here. Is a very sneaky amulet. Amulet of healers.